Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Matt Davis with AMD Product Marketing. Going to walk through our APU Unleashed program a little bit. Few objectives we want everyone to know. First, we want to know how to recommend, looking at product stack as compared to our competition. Going to look at a few of the fun, exciting parts we've got, obviously focusing on A4, also showing off some of the new Black Edition APUs. Then we're going to look at some of the key features, make sure everyone has a clear idea why these parts are better than the competition, why these parts need to be recommended. First, let's take a little walk down the old product stack here. A lot of information here, move left to right. You can see this is the current stack that we're all very familiar, we know and we love. Phenom quad cores, Phenom 6 cores, Athlon quad cores, triple cores, dual cores. Great products, been around, strong brand, and now we're making this big transition into FX. We still got a couple Phenoms and obviously the APUs, top to bottom. On the far right, you're gonna see the key things you wanna be remembering, those buzzwords, those key phrases you want to talk about when you're looking at people from Phenom or Athlon into an A-series product or even moving into an FX product. Key thing here, top of the stack, FX, world record. Fastest CPU frequency, thank you Guinness. Looking at the quad-core unlock performance of our A-series parts. And then you got the A6 and A4s down there at the bottom again, supporting DirectX 11. Incredible gaming experience for those that know what they want. Including the new A4, 6, and A8s. You got dual, triple, and quad core products, all supporting DirectX 11, all extremely powerful and priced very, very well. As you move into this FM1 infrastructure, these are the comparative price points that we're looking at. You got Core i3 at the top all the way down into your Pentium, price ranging from about $150 to $59. Again, full AMD APU platform, including the FM1 motherboard, whether it's A75, A55, usually going to be around the same price as a single Intel component. Now we're going to get on the fun, exciting stuff as far as I'm concerned, some of our new APUs. First, you're looking at the A series here. We've got the new Black Edition parts. That's the A8 3870K and the A6 3670K. Both of these coming with unlocked clock multipliers, both for CPU and GPU. First product of its kind, you're talking a graphics engine on the single die, overclocked up to around 1 gig. It's incredible performance for a $130, $140 processor. Some of the key things to remember, again, always discrete class graphics. Radeon carries the best graphics in the biz right now. You're welcome, it's on this part. Radeon dual graphics, again, if you want to upgrade a very affordable mainstream graphics card, an AMD Radeon HD 6670, 6570, 6450, these are all great products. Simple investment, $40, $50, $70. Add it to this system, increase performance up to 120%. Steady Video again, and Black Edition, we're going to keep talking on those things. Black Edition, it's that name that overclockers love to hear. It's incredibly priced. And then with Steady Video, anybody doing video at home, especially looking at the A4 consumer, they're going to have multiple devices. Maybe they have tablets and notebooks, and now they're going to get a desktop to do some of their editing. It's a great solution for that. Kind of wrapping it all together again, you're going to see a lot of us transitioning to talking about Athlon performance and Radeon performance. Again, the APU carries both of these awesome pedigrees together. Just to show you and give you a little tangible experience here, you can see as you look across, these red outline boxes are going to show the best performance when overclocked. Looking at both a 800 megahertz overclock for the GPU, and also we're going to get up to, I believe, 960 megahertz. That's nearly a gig of performance in this one part, 100 watt TDP, so quad cores, efficient, overclockable GPU. These are all key things to remember. Again, showing a little more of that uplift. This time we're going to go ahead and mix in a little bit of the more mainstream applications. And again, keep your attention down at the bottom, the products here. We've got Core i3, the 2100. Again, that's a key competitor that we're reaching up into. And you can see across the board, for the productivity and for the visually intense applications, all those visually intense applications going to perform better on an APU. Again, let's get focused on one of the key areas that I think we all need to make sure we listen to, A4. All right, we all know this Athlon, especially like the 260. It's a great Athlon dual core part that's been doing so well for us. We've taken it and we've put it into this A4 APU. So now you're not only getting this very powerful, very efficient dual core CPU, but now you've got a DirectX 11 capable Radeon class graphics engine on there. Again, looking at the performance, you can see we're comparing against our seller on the G540. That's one of the key products that's going to be in this space that we're going to be competing against. You can also see the Athlon 220 and 260 to the right. So what we've currently got in market, very competitive. You can see a lot of flat tops here as they compete against Intel very, very well. And you'll see these huge red spikes. Again, that's that incredible graphics performance that you get for free on top of that. Now, whether you want to talk about a dual core that comes with free graphics, or even better yet, if graphics play well in your region, it's an incredible graphics engine and you get this free, powerful dual core processor with it. Find your angle and go for it. It's all about knowing, like, what are you going to go hunting with, right? What's your gun? Know that before you go out into the field. Here we can look at, as we kind of expand a little bit into the different kinds of big wins we get with the A4, you can see 3 times the performance on some of our OpenGL applications. That's where the future is going. Maybe it's not mattering to every A4 consumer buying a $70, $80 product, but I tell you what, they will in a year or so. Twice the performance on transcoding. That's anybody moving, from a video format into a handheld, whether it's a PS3 or maybe another handheld PSP. You've also got twice the performance with Vantage P. That's actually showing the pure graphics capability of the product. So that's things that's manifesting in things like HD media, gaming at high resolutions. That benchmark is a key sign that we are performing extremely well, especially compared to the competition, 2x, on all visually intense applications. Again, here's one of the things, again, a key takeaway for us is that DirectX 11 experience. Ivy Bridge is going to be coming, and they're going to be talking about DirectX 11 too. Intel's going to do what they do, which is attack it from a marketing perspective. We've got to be ready. We are leaders in this space. How do they do with, 2009 Larrabee? Kind of missed on that one. IDF trying to show Ivy Bridge off of that DirectX 11. Graphics are difficult. They're still trying to catch up to us. And then at CES 2012, we're obviously, again, showing that performance advantage we get with DirectX 11. So remember, if DirectX 11 is a buzzword for your consumer, for your partner, please focus on that. Again, a key takeaway here, steady video. I've mentioned it before. But again, if you're doing video, you need to make sure this is one of the key things to remove all the shake and the motion that's in your camera if you're not on a tripod. This does it for you automatically while you're playing back. If your consumer doesn't even know that it's on, they're just enjoying it, that's what we want. It's not something you have to actively be engaging, it just does it for you. Again, I want to bring it back to a couple of the technical features. This is an eye chart. We should all be familiar with the product lineup, guys. If you're not, take a minute, go on to AMD.com, look at the APU lineup. You need to know the differences as you move up the stack. Why? What is the key trigger for your consumers between a dual core, a triple core, a quad core? If you don't know, ask me. I will help you solve that problem. Better graphics as you move up the stack. That's a key differentiator, especially for AMD. Again, here's some of the key things to help you look at that difference, not only between what core count you want, but also the actual products themselves, E-series to A-series APUs, and then into FX finally. When do I want a quad-core APU? When do I want a quad-core FX product? Again, if they're talking about productivity, the best driving experience they can get, in a game, man, we got an A8, that's a perfect part for that. But if they're actually really talking about a lot of rendering, professional level development, A4, A6, A8, again, the only 8-core in the market right now. Fastest, CPU frequency. These are all things that help differentiate a consumer that's looking at a solid mainstream graphics experience, and then someone that's looking to take an FX product, a Radeon HD 7000 series card, and really have the maximum performance available in the client space right now. Again, any questions on this stuff, please hit me up, guys. Delivering the right solution, this is exactly what we need to be focused on. So let's really take a second to break this down. As you move from $99 up to as much as $1,100 with an FX solution, you're looking at the key differentiators we get as far as model number of motherboard, APU, and then into CPU. Finally here, nice little shout out to our memory team. I don't know if you guys are aware, but we are now in the memory business. We've got some of the best DDR3 memory thanks to our partners at Patriot. Now, so you can see here some of this added performance you get. A4, especially with this memory, excels. Unlike our competitor, A4 is able to support up to 1600, DDR3 1600 memory. That's an incredible performance, even stretching into 1866, hopefully by Trinity. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to add a different advantage with better memory. Also, we had an event not too long ago. Maybe you guys will be able to check it out, both an FX game experience event here in North America. We also did one in London with Heaven Media. When we did this, we did what we call the taste challenge, having both of these solutions next to each other. You're looking at an Intel-based solution and an AMD-based solution, both in white boxes, indistinguishable. And we're asking, what do you think that better experience is? Where's the money better spent? And you can see, guys, 95% said that the A8 is a much better experience when we were comparing against the Core i3, the 2105, so the more expensive option. And then 71% saying that there was definitely there was a difference between no difference in any of the performance or there was a better experience with the 8150. All right, finally here, guys, the key things again, I hope you see some repetition with what we're going through here as far as the objectives of knowing our competition, knowing where we can win in our competition, being passionate about the advantages that we have, and really knowing where to recommend. So again, keep these things in your mind. If you have any questions, again, please, you need to be asking for the help, guys. I don't want to be in any more meetings where we're talking to internal folks or we're talking to our partners and they don't understand how to sell an APU. We've got so much information out there. Go to your FPP portal. Check out some of the information that's online. But again, winning with us is all about pushing the Radiant graphics brand. It's the best graphics you can get right now. Make sure DirectX 11 and the leadership that AMD carries with DirectX 11 is a difference maker for your consumer, for your partner. And then finally, if you can't understand how we're differentiating with more cores, performance at a lower price point, you need to check yourself. Thanks for joining, guys. Again, any questions, please let me know. matt.davis@amd.com. Anytime, email me any questions. We'll certainly make sure that people in your region are giving you the love you need. We want to make sure we're all winning together. Thanks so much for stopping by.